Good day everyone! For today's video tutorial, we're going to learn the 13 types of anatomical movements. By the way, I'm Krisa G. Calizar, your instructor for this video.
First things first, let us define what is anatomical movement. Anatomical movement are used to describe the actions of muscles upon the skeleton. Muscles contract to produce movement at joints, and the subsequent movements can be precisely described using this terminology. This is the movement of the limbs or the body parts that pulls away from the midline of the body. As you can see, the limbs pulls away from the midline of the body. Muscles involved are latissimus dorsi, trapezius muscle, biceps bronchi, triceps bronchi, deltoid, and pectoralis major. Bones involved are clavicle, scapula, and humerus. The second movement is adduction. This is the movement of a body part towards the midline of the body. The muscles and bones that are involved in adduction is just the same with abduction. The third movements are angular motion and circumduction. Angular motion are produced when the angle between bones of a joint changes. They include flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, and circumduction. Circumduction is the movement of a limb in a circular motion, as in swinging an arm around. Bones and muscles involved are just the same with abduction and adduction, but has an additional muscle which is the exterior digitorum. The fourth movement are dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. These terms are used to describe movements at the ankle and foot. Dorsiflexion refers to flexion of the ankle, so that the foot points move superiorly, while plantar flexion refers to the extension of the ankle, so that the foot points inferiorly. Muscles involved are Achilles tendon, gastrocnemius, peroneus longus, tibialis exterior, extensor digitorum, and sartorius. Bones involved are patella, tibia, fibula, tarsus, calcaneus, metatarsal, and phalanges. The fifth movement are elevation and depression. These are the movements when a structure moves in a superior or inferior direction. Muscles involved are trapezius, deltoid, pectoralis major, sternocleidomastoid, latissimus dorsi. Bones involved are clavicle, scapula, humerus, shoulder girdle. The sixth movement is extension. Refers to the movement that increases the angle between two body parts. The seventh movement is flexion. This movement is the exact opposite of extension. This refers to a movement that decreases the angle between two body parts. Let me show you the proper execution of extension and flexion. Muscles involved are deltoid, pectoralis major, biceps and triceps bronchi, flexor and extensor carpi group, flexor and extensor digitorum. Bones involved are clavicle, ulna, radius, scapula, and humerus. The eighth movement is gliding. Refers to the movement where two opposing surfaces slide past from each other. Muscles involved are the ninth movement is opposition. This is the special movement of the thumb and index finger which enables to grasp and hold an object. Muscles involved are flexor carpi group, extensor digitorum, extensor carpi group. Bones involved are carpal, metatarsal, and phalanges. The 10th movement are pronation and supination. Refers to the rotation of the end of the radius and across the anterior surface of the ulna. Muscles involved are extensor digitorum, extensor carpi group, flexor carpi group. Bones involved are humerus, ulna, carpal, and radius. The 11th movement is protraction. Is moving part of the body interiorly in the horizontal plane, as in jutting the face forward to gain a distance. The 12th movement is retraction. The reverse movement of protraction, as in pulling the jaw back toward the spine. Let me show you the proper execution of protraction and retraction. The muscles involved are zygomaticus, masseter, orbicularis oris, sternocleidomastoid, trapezius, and occipitalis. Bones involved are mandible, maxilla, cervical vertebrae, and temporal bone. The 13th movement is rotation. Involves turning the body or limb around the longitudinal axis, as in rotating the arm to screw in a light bulb. Muscles involved are bones involved are
So those are the 13 different types of anatomical movements. And I hope that you learned something. Once again, I am Krisa GD Calizar, your instructor.